Howdy you beautiful Bayou Bandits. This video today is going to be a little different. Hunger just dropped a new gameplay trailer, and this is heavily focused on the PvP aspect in the game. This video is going to be a deep dive in what I can analyze from watching this video and things that you guys might not notice. There will be two portions of this video, one where I don't talk over the trailer and I just play it unedited, and then after that, if you want to only see my analysis of this trailer, then go to this timestamp. However, before you go to that timestamp, please let me tell you that Hunger is not coming out until 2026. So early access will not be available this year like they planned, okay? It's not coming until next year. But give me a few seconds. I have a few things to talk about before we get into the video. Also, I want to tell you guys that I will be making content on this game when it goes live in early access. If you guys want to be up to date with all this information, then make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more of this, because when this game does go in early access, I'm going to try and cover it on this channel. I'm also going to be streaming this game when it's available, so make sure you guys are following me over on Kick, Twitch, and obviously here on YouTube. My current schedule is Wednesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. EST, and I'm actually doing a Hunt Showdown DLC giveaway right now over on my streams, so make sure you guys come by and say hi. Otherwise, I'm going to play this trailer at a moderate speed, only really stopping when it's important. Otherwise, I won't be saying much and we can just watch together. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Oh no.
Oh, blood. Oh no.
I have to heal, guys.
Yeah, I'm just getting some armor back.
Oh, here's a road. Over there.
Take it out. Oh. I'm in a wall.
Oh.
Oh no, he got me.
Oh no.
Oh lord. He's gonna fit. Oh my gosh.
Save a shot.
Thank you.
Oh, I found gold key, guys.
Oh, nice. Check the medical cart. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it has medical chests. Blood bag, but simple.
Oh, I'm not. Thanks. Just get them buttered up. Can cross here, guys. I think they're at the bottom of the quarry.
Yeah.
Maybe in this compound.
Oh, I see people. Platform south. On the
Sounds
platform.
like they're in the far side, maybe?
I hit one.
You pink.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, see. Tag.
I hit
down,
one.
Down. There's another team over this way. Oh, yeah, pushing me.
Where?
Southwest. Right,
Yeah. Oh,
blue pink. I'm pulling back to the compound.
I missed.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go. Back compound.
Shots. Come back in.
I got shot. Oh,
I'm repairing.
Using armor patches.
Watch
Yeah,
out,
listen.
door, guys. Behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
coming in,
opened the
they're
door.
coming in. Going melee.
One down.
Nice.
There's another one.
Greg,
Close the door. Close the door.
closing.
do you need some heal?
Another one.
Reloaded, coming. I missed.
Oh,
Don't forget the other team.
can you help me?
Yeah.
Got them. They're dead.
Nice. Where's the others?
I think it's
Get back
pushing
to the
on me.
compound. Shutting the door.
On me, push.
I'm flanking them.
Run.
I hit one.
Are you going medi? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're fighting. Down.
Hey, Abel at the door.
Oh. I need armor.
Oh
I need
my
armor.
God.
armor.
I'm watching. Can you crush us?
Oh,
Two at the door.
there he
One
is.
on the left,
Yeah,
one on the
yeah.
right.
Come on, they got me down. Two
Got me.
coming in. One more behind the wall. Oh, nice.
I kill them.
Nice,
Kill them all.
Nice.
Oh my god.
That was brutal.
Well done. Thanks. Oh,
Oh,
Behind us.
where is? Yeah, I
one.
see
I
guys.
got it.
Yeah.
Keep moving, keep moving. We don't have a lot of time. I've got you covered. Tag them again.
Oh, right us.
Run, 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 run.
oof.
You okay, Hugo? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
got him in the head. He's got to be hurting.
Keep moving, keep moving.
I hit one.
Oh, I'm out of ammo. We got to get the balloon open.
I missed.
I'm reloading.
Go, go, go.
Oof.
I missed. Oh, I'm taking hits.
I missed.
I start the timer.
Nice.
— 15 seconds.
He's coming. Oof.
Headshot. Missed. 7
man.
seconds. Come, come, come. Get out of it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Nice.
So starting off, we get to see the POV of one of the 3 players on the team. And for those of you guys who don't know, it will be made up of trios. You can play solo or duo, but the main mode is going to consist of teams of 3. So as you can see over on the left, you have your team, the character they're using, the level, obviously their name, all of that stuff is right there. And then it seems to be all of your consumables or things that you can quickly use over at the bottom left right there. Later in this video, it'll show exactly what 3 and 4 do, but essentially 3 is like a health vial where you pop the tab and then drink and then it heals you passively. And then 4 is going to be armor plates. And 5 seems to be a bowl of food, but there's not actual gameplay of them using it or how that works in this video. As you'll find out through this video, this is going to be your stamina bar, but I do know that this is the armor plates. So this person has 3 armor plates on, and then obviously your health bar. And to the left and right seems to be your special abilities, which just by watching this video, you could tell all 3 of these characters have different abilities. And then you could see his weapons on the side over there. The other thing to analyze is that we do have a compass at the top. I assume that is standard for everybody, no matter what. Another thing to note during this gameplay footage, the reticle in the middle, when somebody has a melee out, will change in the direction of that middle arrow. So I assume that's a defense mechanism and an attack mechanism. So you're going at a specific direction, but I'm not totally sure. Let's continue. The second POV we go to has the similar layout at the bottom left, where it has 3 usable things. And the first one seems to be a blood bag instead of the vial that the first person had. It is a bag that restores your HP that we will see later in the video as well. And then 4 seems to be an armor repair tool. A lot of this we'll see later in the video, but I'm just quickly going over all the things that you guys might not know from first seeing it. And as you can see, this person also has a pistol with his rifle. And like I said down below, Q and E for this person is different than the first person. So this is different abilities for different characters. Here we have the first footage of somebody using an armor plate. Here's the first view of somebody's inventory. And quickly off the bat, I'm drawn to the bags. So at the bottom of each bag, it tells you how much inventory it is allowing you to hold. And then obviously you can see the rarities for everything, highlighting the ones that are better than the others. There's not too much to take away from here. It looks like we have a bunch of ammo on the left, an armor plate, some medical vials of different rarities, a key, that repair tool again, and then another blood bag. He also has armor plates and a med in his tool belt. So I assume the hotkey is going to go to your tool belt instead of anything in your backpack. This is the first footage of a melee fight between one of these players and an AI. And this guy just comes across as super tanky for what he is. As you can see, he blocks the attack from the AI, which is going to be a big component for meleeing in this game, especially with other players.
Oh no.
Oh, blood. Oh no.
So here we have the dude using his armor repair kit.
I have to heal, guys.
Yeah, I'm just getting some armor back.
And then this guy pulls out a blood bag. As you can see at the bottom of this frame, there's what seems to be a cooldown on the ability of Q. So he just popped one of his abilities. I have no idea what ability that would be, but...
Oh, here's a brute.
Now this frame right here shows you that there's different ammos in the game or different calibers, because as you can see, these bullets are not the same as the ones prior, and the rarity is not the same either. I assume that this is the weaker ammo type in the game, and the guns that are in his inventory as well are just the common rarity as well.
Over there.
So as you can see, this armor repair tool seems to take a lot of time to actually fix your armor, as where if you put on one plate, that seems to do a whole bar.
Oh.
Here's what seems to be one of the biggest AI in the game. Just completely tanks a headshot from one of the bigger guns. Here's the first clip of a really unique pistol. This thing is a double barrel called the Auster, and seems to be pretty nice, honestly. However, it does seem to use the ammo that's not as high in rarity, so probably not doing as much damage in return. What I'm kind of noticing from this clip or segment is that there can be a lot of AI at a specific POI, and another thing is that this guy is insanely tanky, which makes sense. He's big, right? But this is insane.
Oh.
Oh no, he got me.
One thing to note here is that he gets downed, and then you can see that everybody in this game is going to have a HP pool when you are downed as well. So when somebody kills you, they have the opportunity, kind of like Call of Duty Warzone, when you get killed, people can thirst you or continuously shoot you and get you completely out of the game instead of the down state where you can be revived. And you can see in the middle of the screen your HP just draining from getting hit from this AI. But if all of this depleted, he wouldn't be able to get revived, I assume.
Oh lord. Oh my god.
Then we obviously have the first footage of reviving in this game. The revive speed doesn't seem to be too long or too fast. I think it's a good speed, personally. And this scene is what I was talking about earlier with the blood vial. He pops it open, takes it, and then it starts regenerating his health. And then something to note, right after he gets the effect of the health, you can notice that right here is the icon for that vial. So I assume that everything that is here that has an icon is some sort of status effect that is helping your character. And then you can see as well, his abilities are on cooldown and they were used already. At least that's what it seems like. One thing I wanted to note is that this Cavalier has an insanely similar iron sight and just overall look as a Mosin, but seems to be like a Mosin pistol. And it also seems to take decent ammo, so that's interesting. This must be a pretty heavy hitting pistol. And the iron sights are very nice, actually. One thing that I'm seeing right here that I really don't like, and maybe this is just a big gripe of mine and it's not actually the case, but this seems to be a pretty standard medical item in the game, and it is taking insanely long for this guy to heal himself. We saw the medical vials and some other meds, but this seems to be one of the more standard ones. And like I said, this thing is taking insanely long to heal. In a game that has an emphasis of low fire rate, a high chance that you're going to be fighting players up close since it's a melee focused game as well, I don't really like the fact that it would take you insanely long to heal using any of the medicals in the game, but maybe this is just a baseline medical item that is very easy to get, and it's kind of one of those things where it's like, this is going to heal you at a slow rate if you decide not to take in really good meds. And I'm not sure how much it's going to regenerate for all of the other vials and stuff and how easy those are to get, but this medical item right here seems to be insanely slow. Which, this criticism from me is not to say that I think every medical in the game should completely heal you up instantly. I don't agree with that, but I do think that most of the meds should get the medical process done pretty quickly. If you look at a game like Escape from Tarkov, even that game can take a long time for you to go from low HP to full HP, especially if you get blacked out limbs and things like that. But it doesn't take insanely long just to fix your HP in that game. Same with Hunt, and I know that this game isn't necessarily trying to be either of those, but overall I do think it's a bad thing to have a super long healing slash repairing time in the game, especially like I said, when it's a melee focused and low fire rate game. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Also, if you've made it to this point, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you want to see this hunger content on my channel in the future. Let's get back into it. And you can see the teammate over there seems to be swinging a very big sword on one of the smaller AIs in the game. Seems to kill him pretty easily. I assume it's going to be pretty easy to kill them with most things. Like you can see right here, he's still healing, and that is going up very, very slowly. This clip, this guy loots a desk and finds a gold key with a pink slash purple color to it and an epic rarity. I wonder if this is the best in the game. I'm not completely sure, but I would love to know if that was the case. But he seems pretty excited about it.
I found gold key, guys.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to keep beating a dead horse. I think my point about the medical system is perfectly shown in this early part of the video. This whole entire game so far, they have been healing and using armor plates or armor repair kits. Like, I understand that, you know, there's going to be better medical items and healing items or repair items than others, but this whole time they've been healing their armor and restoring their HP while they're going through the map. And I feel like that should be something that's like you sit down, you take care of it for maybe a minute or two, and then you move on.
Check the medical cart. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's really good chests.
And if we pause here, we can actually see the description of this medical bag. It's called a crude blood bag, and the description is a translucent skin sac. It slowly restores, but you can repeatedly use it. Earlier, when I was critiquing this item, it seems as if it is a bad medical item, but you can continuously use it and never lose it, which is cool. But I still feel like even the base medical items, if they're not super easy to find, if you can't get them easily before the game starts, then this is going to be a very, very big issue in my personal opinion. But we will wait and see.
Blood bag, that's important.
Also, something to note in this clip is the fact that he's blocking with his sword, and I don't know if it matters what type of sword you have, but it seems like he is not getting damage from him defending the attack, which is very interesting. I would assume you would at least take a little bit of damage from every attack, even if you are blocking. Maybe not a direct block from another sword from an enemy player, but it seems like this guy has a pretty big arm, as well as the last AI that was really big. He blocked an attack from him and it didn't do any damage. So that's very interesting. If you get a good block, won't take damage. At least that's what this gameplay is saying.
Oh, I'm not.
And this clip also shows that there are multiple stamina systems in the game. So as you can see, this green bar is going to be your melee stamina, and the yellow bar is going to be your running stamina.
Thanks. Just get buttered up. Can cross here, guys.
Then this is when the PvP portion starts. They're hearing shots in the distance and trying to push towards them.
I think they're at the bottom of the quarry.
Yeah.
Maybe in this compound.
One thing I forgot to mention earlier is that one of these players has what seems to be quests up on the screen. Up here, it says draw water from the Jockey's Bridge Spring. I assume that that is one of his objectives from a quest. And the name of the quest is probably up here, testing the water. And then at the top up here, like in Hunt Showdown, when you get to a new compound, comes up with the name of the compound. This seems to be the
South
Pale Quarry.
on the
Sounds like
platform.
they're in
One thing to note right here is that this door actually takes a bronze key. So I think this is a confirmation that some of these compounds will only be available if you have a key for them. Or like we'll see in a little bit, there is another entrance. So maybe it's just specific entrances to specific compounds have the ability to easily access it with a key. But there still is the possibility that some of these compounds you can't even get into unless you have a key. But we will find out.
81.
you pink.
Yeah.
Yep, see.
Another thing to note is that there is a ping system in this game, as you can see. And this isn't the first ping that has been in the video, but as you can see, he pinged here. It's where he's shooting at, and then it also shows up on your compass. And then it seems to show up with your teammates as well as these diamonds.
Attack.
I hit one.
Down.
One thing to note after that shot, not only do you get a hit marker, but he has a sound that he actually downed the enemy, and it's a woman screaming.
There's another team over this way. Oh, yeah. Pushing me.
Where?
Southwest.
Another thing to note is that this game will show you the direction of the people that is shooting at you. This little gray outline right here at the top of your screen showing directly in front of you, and there's been a few other times it's shown up in this video up until this point that I haven't mentioned it. If you get damage from a certain direction, there will be an indicator pointing towards that direction, making it a little easier for you to spot and see where the enemies are coming from.
Yeah. Oh,
Looping. Pulling back to the compound.
I missed.
Oh my gosh.
And here's another gripe I have with this game after watching this video, and that is the fact that this dude gets hit like 4 or 5 times. I know that there's obviously different calibers, different bullets, different guns, you know, pistols, rifles, and like I said, a bunch of different calibers as well. But I think it's kind of ridiculous in a game where the fire rate is super low, the reloads are super long, that you would get hit multiple times from outside of cover and not die. I know that there's different ammos, different armors, so that all plays into it. Depending on what armor you have, where you're getting hit on your body, and what ammo they have, there could be a lot of different scenarios in the amount of damage that you're being dealt. But I still don't understand, like if we watch that again, this dude gets hit so many times and is still not dead. So I'd love to know exactly where they're getting hit, what weapons they're using with what ammos they're using. This is a big red flag to me. I don't like this at all. And he could have got shot another time and still not have died. If you really think about it, each person can probably only shoot 1 or 2 times without needing to reload. So that means that everyone from a trio can hit this guy and not kill him. If you get 3 hit markers in a game like this and everyone on your team gets a hit and it's a good hit, I think you should be dead. I'm not even talking about headshots. I'm pretty much all for dying instantly unless you have a really good helmet, especially in a game like this where the fire rate is super slow. Let me know your guys' opinions about this. I think I'm gonna have a lot of people who disagree with me, and I feel like a lot of you guys are not going to have an issue with what we just saw. I don't know why, but I assume most of you guys are going to be completely fine with it, but I am not. I don't like that. I want you to die if I headshot you unless you have one of the best helmets in the game. I know that's not going to be the case. Obviously, not every game is like that, right? That's a pretty hardcore mechanic. If we look at even Call of Duty, I don't even think they do it, and they're supposed to be a realistic-ish modern shooter, right? I just don't personally like a long TTK. I like playing solo especially, so you have to think from my perspective, and I know that the game isn't supposed to be catered to me, okay? I know that you can give me the whole argument, well, go play Hunt, go play this, go play that, right? But I would still like to enjoy this type of game and have some of the systems that I like. I don't want to have to be a solo and my single shotgun, right, even if I shoot them in the head, isn't a guaranteed kill or close to it, right? Those are all big issues to me that I think about when I see this gameplay. I'm not trying to be too critical. I'm just completely going into my thought process and to what I just saw from that guy tanking literally like 6 shots.
Let's go.
We finally get our first indicator that somebody broke someone's armor, or at least I assume that's what this is. That shows up. We zoom in right here. You can see that this looks like a broken armor symbol. So this person must have got a headshot or a body shot that ended up breaking this person's armor completely. That's pretty good to know, obviously. Not going to complain about that.
Back compound.
Shots. Come back in.
And then once they get inside this fortress, you can see this guy who has a hammer above his head. I assume that that is one of his abilities that he is just using. And here's another example. This dude gets shot once, that his health is not that low. So with a good amount of armor and getting shot from a bad weapon, you could probably tank what seems to be 4 or 5 shots.
Using armor patches.
Watch out, door, guys. Behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And here we get the first melee action with PvP.
Going melee.
And it's interesting that it has a red light at the bottom of this person's foot. I don't know if that's because this person has used a specific ability. I assume that's the case because the other players do not have this, but this is an interesting thing to see. And then we also get to see the blocking mechanism within PvP. So just like that, if you block, it's not going to do any damage to you. And also the hit markers you're doing when you melee are giving you sounds if you're hitting or getting blocked as well. And then as we can see, this dude goes in the downed state, so he has the potential to be revived still from his teammates and probably is losing HP over time.
Do you need some heal?
And I think that this is kind of confirmation that when you use one of your abilities, and maybe it's just for specific characters, I don't know, or maybe it's a specific ability, but this person just used one of their abilities, and that's what the red thing above their head is.
Another one.
Reloaded, coming. I missed. Oh, don't forget the other team.
Can you help me?
Yeah,
Got them. They're dead.
Nice. Nice. Where's the others?
I think it's
Get back
pushing
in
on
the
me.
compound. Shutting the door.
On me, push.
I'm flanking them.
Run.
I hit one.
Are you going midi? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're fighting. Down.
Hey, Abel at the door.
Oh.
Now.
I need armor. I need
my
armor.
God.
So this right here seems to confirm that you will not be able to be on the ground forever. Over time, you will lose HP because this person gets knocked down and then you can see he starts losing HP without even getting hit from anybody.
I'm recovering some armor.
I'm watching. Can you crush us?
Two at the door.
There he
One
is.
on the left,
Yeah,
one on the
both
right.
there. Oh, they got me down. Two coming in. One more behind the wall.
What a clutch play from this guy. It's actually a really fun thing to watch, not gonna lie. He gets the nice shot and then runs around the corner and stabs two dudes.
Oh my God.
Very nice. Then we can see the revive mechanism again. Which, like I said, isn't too long or too quick. I think it's pretty good speed, honestly. I will say this though, when I was talking about the medical system earlier, that takes pretty long for bad meds. And the revive in this game doesn't take insanely long. It's kind of interesting to me. I would think that if healing in this game was really long, that reviving would be extremely long too. Like I said earlier, maybe it's just the medical items that they were using at the time aren't as good as the normal ones you will get once you progress a little bit in this game. Then once he stands up after getting revived, he uses one of his abilities. Interesting, with a green flare coming out. And then we get to see a description of that medical item. So this basic Ampulu quickly restores 25 HP, but it's a single use. So obviously this is going to be better than the blood bag, but it depends on how easy these items are going to be to get. Like I said, if they're not going to be easy to find or buy, then that's going to be pretty detrimental in my opinion. Here we have them looting those 3 players. As you can see, there's just a bunch of loot to go through. Then we move on to the second PvP encounter.
Oh,
Behind us.
where is? Yeah, I
one.
see guys.
got it.
Yeah.
Keep moving. We don't have a lot of time. I've got you covered.
We also get our first look at a very unique weapon. This gun right here, the Vepr. I assume this has a very long reload, but this gun seems to be a beast. First and foremost, I actually really enjoy these iron sights, even though there's no front sight, which is kind of weird. But this is a semi-automatic weapon. In a game like this is going to be one of the best guns. I can already guarantee it. Over here, we have another guy flanking from the side who doesn't really know he's flanking, but he's looking into the compound, and obviously you can see he has one of his abilities popped by the red thing over his head, you can tell. So it's pretty interesting. Some of these abilities are probably pretty good, at least that's what they seem like, but you're going to have a big negative to using these abilities, and that is it's going to show enemies that you are on one or using one at that specific moment. Very interesting.
Tag them again.
Oh, right there. Right there.
Run, 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 run.
Oof.
You okay, Hugo? Oof.
Yeah.
So this must be the reticle for getting a headshot, the double X. He says he got a headshot, and obviously that's the reticle that pops up. Very interesting as well. So essentially what this team is trying to do is make it to extract because the time of the expedition, which expedition is a specific match in this game. But there's, as you can see, 4 minutes left in this expedition, and they're trying to make it to extract, which is the hot air balloon in the back over there.
Oh, got him in the head. He's gonna be hurting.
Keep moving, keep moving.
I hit one.
Oh, I'm out of ammo. We gotta get the balloon open.
I missed.
I'm reloading.
Go, go, go.
Oof.
I missed. Oh, I'm taking hits.
I missed.
I start the timer.
Nice.
$15 seconds.
He's coming. Oof.
Headshot. Missed. 7
Man.
seconds. Come. Get out of it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Nice.
But that is essentially everything to go over for this gameplay trailer. And as you can see, it says early access 2026. We don't know when, if it's going to be early or late 2026. Hopefully earlier, that would be nice. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this game so far in the gameplay video today. What are your guys' opinions on what I talked about? The healing systems, the TTK, and some other things like that. If you guys have watched up until this point, I really appreciate you. Like I said earlier, I do stream Wednesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. That is my current schedule. Streaming Hunt Showdown exclusively at this moment. So if you guys like that type of thing, come over and say hi. And if you want to see this content in the future, more hunger content, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. With that being said, I'll see you in the bayou and potentially in hunger.